Hello everyone, welcome back to the cooking channel. Today we're going to be making creme brulee without a torch. So first we're going to want to separate two yolks from their whites. The way of doing this, you can do this any way you like, but my preferred method is the traditional method where you just pass the yolk through the shells until the white separates. Now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. I know I'm only putting 1, but that's actually not a tablespoon. It's a weird measuring cup that has 2 tablespoons in 1 spoon. So it's 2 tablespoons of sugar. Then you're gonna stir it a lot because no one wants clumps of sugar in their thing. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract, and then enough heavy cream for you to have a total of 1 cup of liquid in your custard. Now we're gonna mix it up. Make sure everything's nice and combined. The most important step, I'd say, so far is to make sure you really mix the yolks with the sugar because no one wants lumps of sugar in their creme brulee. It's disgusting. Now, we're going to have to use a toaster oven because my gas oven doesn't go low enough because we're using a water bath. So, to prevent it from the sides from burning, we have to use a very low temperature. So, we do 250 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes. We're going to fill up the ramekins with the custard. And then we are going to put them in the oven when the oven is preheated. It's going to be in there for around 45 minutes to an hour. It's better for them to be undercooked than overcooked. But you do you. I overcooked mine just a little bit on the outside. That's okay. And as soon as they're done, we're going to put them straight into the refrigerator for them to cool down. Now, you might be wondering, how do we do this without a flamethrower, without a blowtorch? This is how you do it. We're going to add a lot of sugar, some honey to prevent crystallization, and a bit of water to a pot. We're going to stir it up just so everything's combined, then get rid of that spatula. You're never going to touch it again. If you need to move the sugar, just swirl the pan around. Never use a spatula, all right? Now we're going to let it caramelize. When it starts to bubble, you know that it's starting to get going. But you want it to wait for it to get like a very dark caramel color, like a very, very dark a dark color, like brown. When you see that, take 2 sticks or 1 stick. I don't know why I said 2 sticks. And dip it in, and then put it in some ice water, some very cold water. And if it makes this sound, so just when it's really crunchy, I mean, it's ready. So we're going to put a very thin layer on top. I don't like a creme brulee with a very thick layer. Very thin. Exactly. That was perfect, this one. Now we're going to do the other one. Perfect. Very thin layer. And I'm telling you, this method is not only easier. Well, actually, it's not easier, but it's not only more affordable than using the blowtorch. It's even better. It makes it even crunchier. This one I kind of messed up with the sugar. It's kind of uneven, but whatever. But it makes it even more crunchy than if you were to use the traditional method. We're gonna put them back in the fridge just for the custard to cool off because sometimes the hot sugar heats up the custard and we don't want that. Oh, and by the way, you might be wondering how hard this is to clean. It's very easy. Sugar dissolved in water, so just cover the pot with some water. It'll be fine. Now for those stains on the table, don't worry about it. Put some really hot water, really hot, on a paper towel. Scrub it, and the sugar will just dissolve into the paper towel. Look, literally, this is real time. I'm not cutting anything. This is how fast it is to clean it. Rub it like that. Boom. Done. See that? That's how easy it is. Now, we have our 2 creme brulees. How do they taste? How do they sound? Perfect sound. But do they taste good? They taste really good. So yeah, I recommend this recipe a lot if you're looking for a very easy, fancy dessert.